Hello there, I'm Carly. Welcome to 30 Days of Holiday Self-Care. Today is day 1, create a plan. Now, you know from experience that when you take the time to sit down and think ahead and form a plan, you will save time and energy in the long run. You know that it will help you to avoid mishaps and save you from unnecessary headaches. There are lots of considerations for holiday planning, and they can become just another weight added to your already heavy mental load. Maybe you're like me and you worry you'll forget important details, or maybe you're concerned that you won't have time to get it all done. Mental chaos is a significant source of anxiety and stress this time of year. However, the process of organizing your thoughts and writing them down allows you to see the full picture. You're able to get a clear perspective on what needs to be done and on what doesn't. And you can then use that information to prioritize your preparations and strategize how you can reasonably and realistically get your tasks done amid your day-to-day responsibilities. Having a written plan also eliminates the risk of decision fatigue. When your decisions are written down, you can simply go back and reference the plan. You don't have to waste time and precious mental energy reconsidering all the options or going through the process of making those decisions more than once. Now, you know the benefits of planning ahead, and yet finding time and focus to sit down and make a plan is a real struggle. There's always something or someone that needs your attention, and life is unpredictable. You can't always anticipate how your days are going to go. When it comes to holiday planning and preparations, there are a lot of details to figure out, and it can take a significant amount of time to work through all of them. It is unlikely that you'll have an opportunity where you can sit down and plan it all out from start to finish. So then, the question becomes, how can you realistically get over these hurdles? Well, I'm going to give you a 3-step strategy that will break your holiday planning into smaller, more manageable pieces. Since it's unlikely that you'll have access to large chunks of uninterrupted time, this strategy is going to make the most of short planning sessions. Just 15 to 20 minutes, or really whatever time you can manage, will allow you to make a detailed plan that will make your holiday preparations easier and more attainable. So, step 1 is to use your first 15-minute session just to brain dump all of the general categories of holiday planning that you will need to consider this year. That might include gifts or entertaining, your favorite family traditions or holiday concerts or programs your kids might be participating in, and so on. Keep these categories broad. Don't let yourself get into any of the details just yet. I'm going to save that for later. The goal for this first session is just to begin calming the mental chaos by getting these categories out of your head and onto paper. Step 2 is to use your next 15-minute session to identify those categories that you already have figured out, at least for the most part. Maybe these are things that you do the same way each year, and so you don't have to think about them too much. Or maybe it's a gathering you've been invited to, and you just have to figure out how to make arrangements to attend. Step 3 is to look at the remaining categories and choose the one you're most excited to plan. Then use this planning session to focus on just this one category and work on planning the details as thoroughly as you can. You're going to repeat step 3 in the same way, starting with the one you're most excited about and working your way to those that you're least excited about, until you've worked through all the categories you wrote down during your first planning session. In this way, you can make the overwhelming job of holiday planning less disruptive to your everyday responsibilities. One of the most important parts of your holiday plan, and it really is the most important part, is to simply write it down. As I mentioned, writing down your thoughts allows you to set down some of your heavy mental load and keep all of that information safely in one place where you can go back to reference it later. You've already done so much work and accomplished so much in your holiday planning. You do not want that to go to waste. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but wouldn't it be easier if all of those possible categories for holiday planning were already laid out for me and I could just move on to step 2 right away? Or maybe you're feeling short on time and you worry this strategy might not be as efficient as you need it to be for your circumstances this year. Well, before we finish today, I want to let you know about a special Black Friday deal I'm offering exclusively to you as a participant in the 30 Days of Holiday Self-Care series. I don't want to just give you advice. I want to help you put the tips I'll be sharing with you into practice so that you can actually feel the positive impact effective self-care will have on your holiday experience. That is why I have created the Parachute Project Holiday Planner with you in mind. You can learn more about the planner and your exclusive 50% discount below this video. I know that you're already feeling overextended and overwhelmed, and self-care seems like just another thing on your already too long to-do list. Another thing you just don't have time for, especially this time of year. I want to make holiday self-care as easy and as natural for you as possible. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this tip was helpful, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 2. Until then, take care.